Hello YouTube, this is Townsville B737 bringing you another video to the channel, focusing on the 1/400 scale Australian model airport. So the last video was, I'd say, an introduction video really, which it was an update, but you know, we'll title this as sort of update 1 if you like. A little bit more, well, a little bit busier than the last update with a couple more models, but again, overall rotation of models from the last one, so we're not kind of repeating ourselves. So last update was focused more on a Sunday morning sort of basis from last week, which was based on the actual day that I kind of did the video. Whereas this update's more focused on Monday afternoon, which I'm probably going to be doing like a sequence like that. So probably if I get a chance weekly, probably do like an update each day. And then there will be updates from the past as well, which I kind of want to include. Sort of do throwbacks as well, which I'll probably adapt to sort of here and there. But for the most part, it's going to be a modern day setting. Like I say, I want to focus on that more. So if we get into the actual update itself, obviously filming from a perspective where I think, you know, offers the best view of each model overall, kind of like a nice overview as well. So we'll get into the update. We'll start off panning around to this far side for this QantasLink E190. Registration VH-UZD. This is heading back out to Brisbane as QF1945. As you can see, entering runway 23. I think I mentioned in the last video, yeah, obviously on part of the runway, mostly, you know, namely the threshold section, but I just wanted to include it just for sort of illustration purposes, I guess. And have at least part of a runway, just to give you an idea of the kind of layout of the airport itself. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I did include it. Again, just adds a bit of character to the airport rather than just sort of having taxiways and the main apron. So like I said, I'll be heading off back out to Brisbane. If we pan back across, departing out, sort of taxiing out, is this Virgin Australia B737-700 registration VH-VBY. Again, this is heading out to Brisbane, and it's operating out as VA610. Just a little fact or something to note is the Virgin Australia flight numbers are usually separated by like 3 digits. So most flight numbers are separated by just 1. Whereas this is actually separated by 3, so it came in as VA607 and goes out 610, whereas like for instance the QF QantasLink E190 that operates as QF1944 and goes back out as 1945, so it's only like 1 digit different. The stand layout on this means aircraft can self-taxi, so there's no need for any pushback or anything like that. So literally I haven't got any pushback. Maybe I could do one just in case, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, there's no really need for any pushback vehicles. So like I said, they taxi in and then they kind of follow the route out and taxi out themselves. So and I think that's what I like about this, the style of some airports, not just Mackay, which is kind of where the influence came from for this airport, but other airports as well. There's quite a few actually with similar stand layouts that I found. And yeah, I kind of like that concept, because I think most of my airports I've done, you know, I've always had like pushback purpose, you know, sort of straight facing the terminal, stuff like that. So I like that aspect. Anybody that doesn't have this model, by the way, I think this one's called Kingston Beach, which I think I don't know if they all have, I'm guessing they have, all Virgin Australia aircraft have names, which I think probably goes with the general Virgin branding, to be fair. I think most aircraft, if not all of them, have got names. So that's something to note there as well. Panning across, we have this Rex 737-800. So this is operating as yet another flight number that's actually separated by five digits from what I can see. Operating as ZL540 inbound and 545 going out. This actually does a run from Sydney and obviously back out as well. Registration VH-RQC. Still very much looking for the Rex Saab 340 by Gemini Jets. That's one that I'm missing at the moment. I'm not sure if any other Rex 737s will be done. It'd be pretty cool if they were, because at the moment we've only got this one. And I don't know, I just want to touch up on NG. The last month's releases, there wasn't really much to offer, and generally I think a lot of people are getting a bit annoyed with them in regards to releasing sort of mostly like Asian stuff. I don't mind it too much, you know what, it saves money, you don't have to worry about, buying models sometimes and things like that. It gives you a bit of a break. But yeah, I don't know if NG would do one of these. It'd be pretty cool if they did. Because like I say, I'd certainly welcome another one. But yeah, next up, we also have a QantasLink A320. This is operating as QF2329 from Townsville. Registration VH-VQS. This particular model is actually made by Gemini Jets Phoenix and Aero Classics, and I have the Phoenix version. Aero Classics did do another one, a different registration as well, which I'm trying to find as well. I did find one on eBay, but it's coming from overseas and the shipping just makes it ridiculous, so I don't really want to go down that route, but I'll keep looking. This actually really should be a Dash 8 service, but again, I think I highlighted in the last video, I haven't got any QantasLink Dash 8s currently, so, and ultimately if I did have a QantasLink Dash 8, ideally it'd need to be sort of one that's active in modern day, rather than like a special scheme that's no longer in use. So yeah, I'll keep looking, maybe one day I'll find one, but yeah, just to fill the void, I'm just utilising the A320, because I think most of the A320s, QantasLink, they operate on the other side of Australia from Perth. Mostly Perth to Singapore, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously for the purpose of it being active and in my collection, I kind of thought, you know what, I'll just throw it in there and just operate on a different route, just to accommodate really. And again, it gives a bit of variation rather than just cancelling out the actual schedule itself completely. And then panning out, arriving, taxiing in, we have this Jetstar A320. These are quite significant for these airports as well, because we've got quite a few to rotate with. I will be rotating between A321 and A320s and A321s, but at the moment I've only got the one A321, which is Neo, so most of them will be A320s. This is operating as JQ886 from, yet again, Brisbane. Like I said, most of the schedules do operate from Brisbane on this airport, but again, in terms of updates, we'll be going through the week each day, and then kind of rotating sort of Monday, sort of morning, afternoon and evening time. This kind of actual, for the purpose of the video, I have actually done like a sort of condensed schedules a little bit, just to try and just include them for the video. So in theory, the QantasLink E190 for instance should have departed. Probably the Virgin Australia would have departed before the Jetstar came in as well, but for the purpose of the video, just to make it, more interesting, I thought I'd, condense them down a little bit and include them all. And yeah, we'll be rotating, sort of update wise. And again, even if we did like an update, because most of the scheduled cuts is kind of similar each day, so if we came back to this kind of update on another day, It could be later on in the week, in like a few weeks' time or whatever. There will be different aircraft featured. So where possible, that like for instance the Virgin Australia, we'll be rotating with them because we've got a few models to rotate with them. Jetstar as well. At the moment, I think it's primarily them where we can rotate. I'm just looking at my schedules. Yeah, and most of the other schedules are operated by single aircraft, such as like the QantasLink A320, the Rex 738. At the moment just singular models in the collection, so can't really do much in that wise. Air New Zealand as well got a couple of models which you would have seen in the last update. One of those, so yeah, it adds a bit of character each time, where possible rotate, and then obviously it keeps the updates a little bit different in terms of what models we actually use. But yeah, again, I hope you appreciate and enjoy this update. Of course, I welcome any questions, anything like that, but probably, like I say, just stick to a weekly kind of schedule of uploading updates. So the next update won't be until next Saturday or Sunday, which will focus on a Tuesday. Which at the moment I'm not sure if it was the evening time. I'm not sure. It might be morning or afternoon. I can't remember. But obviously, when the update gets released, we'll figure that out. But nonetheless, thanks for watching.